this is exciting, and you hear my printer going off in the back because I decided that it was more important to get going and make sure everything was working well than to like have everything finished and perfect. Because this is real life, and if you're watching this, then you're already part of my circle, and so you're not expecting perfection. You know that things will be a little raw and super awesome. So I should be able to see your comments and things right here. So I first of all want to make sure that you can hear me and you can see me okay. So if you could say hi in the chat, let me know who you are, and if you can hear me, if all is well, I would super appreciate that. I'm going to grab those papers in the meantime. Whoa! Let me mute that. Sorry. And then I will be like right here. Tiffany Huff, hey, it's really working. I'm so excited about this. Okay, I'm gonna grab those papers. I did notes and an outline to make sure that I can cover things and really honor people's time. All right, so now I have my outline. Hi, Jacqueline. Hey, Kate. Oh my goodness, ladies. I knew that this was a good idea when it came to me. Hi, Gina. This morning, I was praying about like what was next and how to take things from this vision that has been developing over the last few days to a reality. And it was really funny because the place that it's easy to get caught up in, you know, you can see like a step or two ahead of you usually, and you can see like the end vision, but sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed by the fact that you don't know what's happening from step, D to X, and it stops you from taking the A, B, or C step you can see. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to not let that happen. And I'm going to do this, and I put it out there specifically for like you ladies. And Lori Dickey, hi. And I'm just like, okay, that was the right move. After all, sometimes you step out and you're just kind of hoping it's the right thing. It clearly is. All right, so I'm going to from here jump in. And if while we're going through this, you wonder if you can share this, the answer is absolutely yes. There's going to be more information and more details going forward. But if you have people that you think like this is their jam and they're going to want to be involved at the like helping make it happen level, then absolutely reach out to them. The second thing that I need to make sure people know is that this is not a Senegence thing. This is we are in a place in the world we've never been in before, and I have a heart to empower women in a way that and at a level that I've never done before. So I'll tell you a bit about that in a minute. But you just needed to know this is for anyone in any stage of wanting to either build a business, start a business, level up a business, pivot because the way you were doing business doesn't fit right now. Whatever it is, this is for those people. Hi, Tracy. I just saw your comment. Welcome. I'm so glad you ladies are here. So you don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm a distributor or I'm not, or I'm this or I'm that. This has nothing to do with any particular industry, profession, experience level, or anything like that. I've kind of taken like, whoops, sorry, I hit the microphone. Like I've gone like a little more meta than that, and we're going to look at everything. All right. So those are the two things that I want to make sure you know. Right to start with, and then feel free to keep commenting, ask questions. I'll answer questions at the end in case I end up answering it throughout it, and so that way we can like buzz through from here. All right, so here's what I'm going to cover. I'm going to tell you about what this thing is. It's called the Shine On Project, and or I think I shortened it to the Shine Project. So how it came to be really quickly, I'll fill you in on the vision and the heart and the story. That'll be really brief. And then I will tell you how it's going to work and what that's going to look like, how you can be involved at whatever level you might want to be, and what the next step is if you do want to be a part. I will most likely be interrupted at some point by my kids or my family or something, because that's real life. All of the neat and tidy little boxes that we like to keep life sorted into, they have all gotten mashed together into quarantine life. Am I right? So, yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, then throw a thumbs up or a heart in the comments, because it does make me feel really good when you guys interact with me. All right. So that is how we're gonna go. Oh, Carla, it makes me so happy to see your name pop up. That's a wonderful thing. All right, loves. So, the burden for this really started. Stacy's here. Oh gosh, you guys, I love you all. The vision for this started. Gosh, I guess I would have to go back to the Shine Tribe and look at the day that I jumped on real quick and I was like, let's do some quick business coaching. And here we are in this incredibly weird, like, for real though, can we just take a second and be like, how is this real life? Did you ever in your life think the world would be how it is right now? It's a trip. It is mind-bending, insane. Like, never would have seen it coming. Throw in the comments, what is the weirdest part about this for you? Like, what's the thing that most recently made you be like, am I in some kind of alternate dimension? Like, what's happening? Oh, hey, Micah. Is it Mika or Micah? You already told me this before, but I forgot in the meantime because I suck like that. Yeah, it's been unreal, but my heart has been over and over as I ask questions. I'm always asking questions because, mostly because, like, for the Shine Tribe, it's been really important to me that it not be a worthless group. Like, nobody needs one more random group taking up their time and filling up their notifications. It doesn't give them anything, right? So I'm always asking people, like, what do you need? What do you want? What do you like? Because if I'm not serving, then what's the point? I could be actually keeping up with doing my nails or my hair or something like that, right? I am not, because I have a burning passion for women. So the thing that Mika, okay, sorry, that's how you pronounce it. Mika, I think I knew that. I know I knew that. I'm just a dork. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Because inevitably that's what will happen when these things go on. So the responses to the questions were, I'd say about 75% people saying, the thing that's stressing me out the most right now is finances, or concern about finances. And so, it would have been really easy for me to jump to the whole, like, obviously I have a great, thriving network marketing company and opportunity, but it didn't feel like that was my path at all. And so I was like, okay, what I want to do is help women think about, like, okay, for me, for my life right now, my reality with my kids, or my financial stresses, or whoever's having to work from home, or whatever this, like, ball of life happening is for me, how can I, with what I have at my disposal, how can I bring in some income in a way that fits that and doesn't suck the life out of me? Like, that's, like, seriously my passion is, I believe that women should be able to, like, build a business and, like, build this thriving thing that gives them joy and fits their life instead of, like, draining their life. If you know what I'm talking about, send me more comments. So kind of went down a path of, like, how do I help? How do I make this happen? I knew that I definitely wanted to I did a course. It ended up being, like, a really long, amazing beta course, and then a retreat and some different things over the last year. I've learned a lot about what it is that both keeps women from being successful, keeps women from innovating, and then what things help bring success, help bring satisfaction and joy, help bring money, all these different things. So I knew that I wanted to take everything that I've learned basically in the last 3 years, and I wanted to find a way to serve women right now. Hey Jessica, welcome. Yes, all you guys keep talking to me. It makes me happy. And I started to do that in the more normal ways. So I have for a while now been working on, I did the beta, and it was called the 1K World Changers, or 1K class. We did the beta a year ago, and I had been intending to basically take the next run, but I wanted to basically, it would be the updated and more awesome level, of that. And so I had the pricing and the value ladder and all of that figured out. And I wanted it to, there's always the more DIY side of it where you're in it and you're doing it, yourself. And then you might not necessarily be part of the group coaching, but you have access to the videos afterwards. And then there's the group that they've opted in for the mentoring, and that's a lot more hands-on with me. And it came with a price that enabled me with all my business expenses to be able to invest that kind of time. And it was an amazing deal. It was gonna be really great for those that had both the money to invest and the understanding of investing in your business. And that was great and everything, but something wasn't settling quite right in me. And it's because there's this subset of my followers that they really have my heart, and they're the ones that are still trying to make it click. They need that, and they will show up, and they are passionate, and they will work, and they are willing to invest. They just don't necessarily have the finances to do it. And I've been through all the coaching, I've been through all the mentoring. I know that you are supposed to structure your offers and what you give and bring to the world in a way that basically what people are trying to nicely teach you is how to shake off those people. But those are the ones that they have my heart, because I believe and I know that they have everything it takes for success, and it's just going to take one little thing clicking and they're the next big thing, right? And so I guess what you would say, current business wisdom about how you take that next step and launch this program to be able to serve women, it would have disqualified. It would have left them behind. And so I started thinking about okay, so how can I do this differently? And that's when I remembered something I mentioned in that first video in the Shine Tribe. I'm actually doing really well. I'm going quick. We've only been on for 12 minutes. We're doing great. I mentioned it in that first video in the Shine Tribe. And when I say first video, I mean since life changed, since quarantine life kicked in. And it's the 5 laws of stratospheric success. And reading the book The Go-Giver was a very clarifying thing for me, and it made me see where what I've done has resulted in really great things. I've given a lot and I've shared a lot. I've brought a lot of value over the last 3 years. And then it identified for me, okay, where I have maybe made tremendous impact and have created tremendous influence, where did I not create tremendous income, or what can I learn from? And then therefore, by learning that, how can I help others take those things and then make that click, right? So as I was trying to figure out what this could look like and how I could not leave anyone in the dust and still be able to pay my bills so that I can, in the time that I have, because I'm homeschooling and my life here is, I keep doing that, sorry, beautiful and amazing, and it's my priority. But in this space and time that I have, how can I structure it so that I leave nobody behind, but then also I'm able to provide basically for all my bills being paid, so that my time for at least a couple months can just be dedicated to this. And I started thinking about doing things completely differently. And the way that I'm going to do this, and I hope you guys are excited about it, I don't think anybody's ever done before. But basically, I'm going to take that entire course, the entire mentoring program, and instead of, I can't make it free because then I can't pay for everything, but I can let people just help pay the bills and help pay for it. And I was like, how could I do that? And how can I do it in a way that people can come in at whatever place they're able to and still get the same as everybody else? So What? Hey, Tommy, I see you. Hi, hi, hi. Everybody, can you guys tell me if are you with me so far? Have I confused or lost anybody, like with my story? All right. Do you guys get to where, like, I had this moment that I'm about to explain where it all came together? All right. So tell me if, like, you're like, I have no idea what you're babbling about, woman, and then I will know to chill. So, um, I started thinking about, yay, okay, you guys are following. Yay, Kimberly, you're here. Yeah, Kimberly knew that I was like on the verge of doing something and that I was trying to not chicken out. So she has been like, I told her, hold me accountable. I need to do this and don't let me not. So, um, I started thinking about two very, I guess, poignant moments. They like sprang to my mind, and when they meshed together, I saw how this should work and could work and will work and be phenomenal. And the first moment was, I keep having these women who they are used to. There's two of them. They're fitness professionals. Okay, they're women I know personally and that I learned from. One is Tamara Jenkins and one is Sarah Izdiak. They're incredibly talented. I absolutely adore them, but both of them are used to obviously fitness and dance. They're used to doing it in person, right? Um, they either Sarah teaches in a studio, and Tamara teaches at 24 Hour Fitness in different gyms. She's got an amazing thing called Sculpting Groove. She's one of Jillian Michaels' master trainers. Like, she's phenomenal. She's incredible, right? Well, this happened, and all of a sudden they're locked down and in their homes. And because I know their talent so well, I admire them so much, and I'm just so passionate about what they have to offer. Both of them, in my brain, I created basically what I would tell them to do as a business model right now to make money from home in a way that, like, I think would be incredibly profitable. And it had to do with a site called Patreon, which I don't know if you're familiar with. And I was like, this is how I would structure it, and keep giving, keep doing for free, make it available for a limited time, and then if people want access to those long term, you do it like this, and you structure these tiers and all these different things, right? And so I kept telling people, hey, I really think you have talent. I really think you can be incredibly profitable, maybe even more than when you were teaching, at home. Here's what I think you should do, and I think you're amazing, and just encouraging them to do it and go for it. And all of a sudden there was the thought, I should maybe take my own advice. So there was that. That was moment number one. The second was, I am talking to this amazing person. Her name is Sheila. She's got this vision for a group that she wants to run, and it's going to be amazing and incredible. And I was talking with her via text, and I was taking her through the next step, and I structured out these questions she should ask herself, and things that she needed to figure out, like ask herself and figure out, as far as who she really wanted to serve, what she wanted their outcome or experience to be, what she needed it to be for herself, how much time she had, what her vision was for certain things that you take as the foundation to then know how you want to move forward, right? And I look at this text on my phone, and like, honestly, it was really good. And I just had this moment of realizing, this is what I am supposed to be doing right now. Because for me, and I'm pretty sure most of you are the same, I tend to attract multi-passionate women who could be doing many different things, and they're very good at all of them. And for me, I've got my beauty business, I've got my team, I've got things that I do for the company on a whole, I've got the Shine Tribe, I've got these pieces of like what I could be doing. And sometimes I feel very guilty for not focusing, like for instance, on selling product and doing parties and doing these things that could bring in some cash flow really quickly, or being a part of different projects, like opportunities within Senators where I could sponsor more, I could sell more, things like this. And I had the moment when I looked at her text and I was like, but this is what I am here on earth to do. To help somebody take their vision and go through the steps in the fastest, least expensive, and most profitable and success driving way for this situation here on earth right now, and to basically empower them to bring in that income in a way that serves their life. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then it kind of like meshed together with that moment of, why don't I take my own advice about Patreon? And I was like, this is the craziest idea I've ever had. And it's going to sound really dumb to a lot of people probably on the outside, because I could probably make a lot more money, but I just need things taken care of. I don't have to do that right now. My passion is to do things for them, and it doesn't have to be forever. Just because I'm doing something right now, in 7 months, it might not be needed. So I began thinking, okay, I am going to I'm going to take that course. I'm going to take my mentoring program, all of the improvements and everything that I was going to roll out at this like mid-level, but nice price range. It would have been, for those that wanted the like real mentoring and stuff, it was probably going to be about $500 a month, and then probably about $200 to $300 a month for those that were not accessing as much of me personally. And instead, I'm going to put the whole thing on Patreon for $10 a month. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything exactly the same. Only, like, it's just like, if that way, if I can make it available to 200 women, then, it'll pay for all my bills. And at $10 a month, I think it will be very shareable, and others will want to not only be a part of it, but will want to share it with others. And then I was like, okay, and then I can have the different tiers. So for $10 a month, somebody can get access to it all, and then there will be a $27 a month, because that's like the help you keep the lights on, because all the things that it takes to run these things. I could make a different tier for 27, and then one for 97, and they could get different levels of access. And I was like, this is really great, and then it will pull up the ones that are the true inner circle. I can really pour into them. And then I stopped and I was like, and this happened yesterday, and I was like, no, I'm going to give everybody access to everything. And I'm going to be open to receiving if somebody is in a place where they can and want to jump in for more. But at that $10 a month thing, they're going to have access to all of it. And I'm going to structure it in a way that no matter how big it gets, I'm still going to be okay. I'll just be able to offer more as more people subscribe. So it's not going to be something where, yes, there are different tiers. If you go to Patreon, in fact, I can put it on here right now. It's not filled out, because this is literally like it was growing and developing in my heart like throughout the day. I'm going to put it in the comments, because I can actually put it in here. So all the different tiers are there. The only one that I left on there that doesn't bring them into everything that I'm going to be doing, content will start launching April 20th, is the $5 one. I know that there will be people that are friends and family, or maybe they're people who used to be in business, but they're not right now. They're in a place where they don't need that. That's not what they need in their life, but they really love the vision. And I'm going to allow them to, sorry, I keep hitting my microphone, to give $5 a month just to support my vision. Because one thing that I learned from that Go Giver and the 5 laws of stratospheric success is that I haven't created enough opportunity to receive. And you can't exhale forever without inhaling. And so I'm learning how to do that. And then what you'll see, there are the different tiers. And what's really cool about it is there's different things that as more people subscribe and get ready for April 20th, it will give me the funds to bring some more awesome things and basically unlock things that I can't necessarily just go subscribe and do right this second, because it's craziness around here for me too. Let's see, but yes. So at the $10 all the way up, and it was hard for me to do the upper numbers, but I was like, no, this is being open to receiving. And there may be somebody, maybe it's not at first, but maybe they become so successful, they're like, okay, now I want to be a part of it at this level to give back. And so everybody will have the same access for now. And you simply subscribe at whatever level you want to. At $10 as it is at $4.97 or whatever I put up there for the upper one. There won't be a difference in what you receive. There's also not an end date. This is going to be flexible. I'm moving from the story, and I think I haven't done the value stack, but a lot of you have been in my courses or things, and you know that like when it comes to the value stack, it's going to be incredible. So, the cost of this would on the entry level side be a couple $100s a month, and so I think I've shown that. You now know the vision and the story of it, the value of it, and then how it's going to work. Oh, I love you guys too. I'm so excited about this. If you are excited, throw me a fire emoji so I even know if you're like still here and like what you're thinking about all this. All right, cover that in 25 minutes. All right, awesome. So this is going to get started on April 20th, and it's going to focus on the 3 main things that hold people back. There is mindset, there is information and implementation, like they need to know how to do things, and then there's tools, and that's tactical. That's literally like, how do I make, like how should I do this? Should I do it on Facebook? How do I do this on YouTube? How do I do this with ClickFunnels? Like the actual tool, right? Yay, so many fires. Awesome. So in the past, in the different things, I've started with mindset, but there are so many people, and I still am, but I would cover the base. It's what I call Entrepreneur Unlocked, and it's got different segments. And all of these, even if you've been through it before, it's going to be taught for now. This is a situation we've never been in before. But there are so many people, they're like, I need to make money now, and they need to do it without investing a bunch of money everywhere. And without a bunch of time, like I've got to get it rolling. And so that is going to come out staggered with everything. And then when it comes to implementation and information, it's going to go in a couple of different flows, because there will be people who join and they don't have a business. They don't have any idea how they're going to make money online. They just know that they need to, and they got to come up with something. And so this, for $10 a month, where they can cancel at any time, this is a great way to see if maybe I can figure out something that would work. Then there are people that they have a business and they need to just figure out how to like ramp it up, or maybe they have a business and they've got to find a different approach that will work for now. Or there's people that they're like, my husband just lost his job, I've got to level this up, and I got to level it up now. And so we're going to take through something that I call Launch Ugly, and that's basically what I'm doing. So instead of making my funnel and doing ads and doing all of this, I got strategic and I set aside tactics, which I normally would go with. And I was like, all right, for the here and now, what is the most effective way to get this out here? And the thing is I don't want somebody investing a bunch of time in getting all this ready with their business, yada, 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 before they find out if people want it, if people will pull out their credit card or learn to make that happen. Because this is a time to get it out there, and then you can make it pretty and build it up from underneath, having known and proven to yourself that your product or your service or whatever you're doing is wanted, that the market wants to pay for it. Okay, because maybe you try something and it's not quite right, and so you adjust and then you do it again, and we'll go through this process, and it'll be different for people at different levels, but the result is the same. And so we've got the mindset part, the information and implementation, and it's if you've worked with me before, you know it's very much like I'm not telling you what to do, I'm telling you how to pull that from yourself basically and develop it and go forth and be successful. I take you from I need to make money online to I am making money online in a way that serves my life and my family, and I'm really happy. So that's like the journey. The jet that gets you from point A to point B, it's a very fluid and flexible thing. But if you've worked with me before, throw a thumbs up in there to let the other people know that like we that's what we do. Yes, tiny tweaks, Stacy. So if you worked with me before and you think that this is going to be amazing, throw a thumbs up in the comments for me. All right, so it's going to be flexible. It's going to be open-ended. We're going to do mindset, information, implementation, and then as needed, tools and tactical. Okay? There may be people that they need to know how to make use of something that I don't know how to do. That's what I have experts for. That's where I bring people in. It's going to sound really like, I know everybody. I know somebody that's an expert in pretty much everything. We will bring in what you need, and we will be in this together, and we're going to support each other, and it's going to be a level of amazing that some of you have experienced with me before. And I don't say that because I'm awesome, but because the communities that I have fostered before have been amazing. And I believe completely that this is going to be like a whole new level of that, and it's going to be amazing. All right, so there's going to be mentoring and group coaching. Now, the thing that is a sacrifice for being able to do this on the level that I know I'm meant to do right now is that I will not be able to work. I'm not going to have like some kind of high-end thing where you can do the premium version, and then that means I work with you one-to-one. We'll be doing everything together. It's going to be done as a group, even if I'm talking to you and working with you about yours specifically. It'll be happening in a form and in a way where everybody can learn from everything everybody else is hearing. Okay, so it's going to be flexible. It's going to be driven by the needs of the people who are in it. It's going to have the mentoring, and it's going to have its own community. So you will be able to connect with people that are actively in this moment doing the thing that you're doing, and that has always been one of like the best things that I'm able to offer. As let's see, let me pull out what's unlocked at different levels. So okay, so when we get like a certain amount of money, and I've almost figured out exactly what it is, then my business costs are covered, and that means that I can then focus in on this, and there's not other things pulling at me to like make sure I sell this or make sure I do this or hurry up and pull this or like sell some logos or do some things. Like this can be my thing. All right, we're going to have here you'll be able to see. I'm going to put all this on there so that you can see it, only it's no longer going by tier. Instead, it's all going to be a part of one, and regardless of which yes, accountability as well, Stacy, and also small support pods as needed. People will be able to opt in for that. People will be able to like find a running mate, because having something to bounce something off of is incredibly vital. The thing is I always encourage people, do not build your business on Facebook, and in a whole new way, I'm going to be doing that as well. A lot of the problems that I myself have, and that I see so many people having with building their business online from home, is because the Facebook algorithms or the Instagram algorithms or somebody else's algorithm is determining how you run your business and how successful you can be. So you are going to be able to structure your business and your offers and all the things you do however you want, but I'm going to be very focused on reminding you to think differently, to step outside of the box, to build the business you want to have. Do you want to have to jump through Mark Zuckerberg's hoops for the rest of your life? Okay, how can you step back out of that then, if you don't want that, now, and begin building the business you want to have in a year? Because yes, some of this is going to be fast, fix it, patch it for right now, but ultimately you're building a framework that is going to be your legacy. Like, I really believe that we are going to do great things in this. And so along the line with that, when we get, whether it's $10 people or people at different levels, but basically what it comes down to is I can give us a completely new kind of community that's going to link with Patreon and shout in a way that is like truly mind-blowing, so that the people that are doing this with you, you have access to that community, and it's called Discourse, and it basically costs like $100 a month. And so when I get enough people that like I can pay for that, we're going to add that community so that we're not, yes, the Shine Tribe will still stay there, and I'm going to be doing one live a week in there that will stay up for 1 week, and then after that it will go into, and it's going, there will be a library of those in the Patreon tier, the first one, because the first one gives you access to everything. But the community and like the real stuff that happens, and a lot of the learning and a lot of it will happen in that community, and that'll get unlocked at 100. Until then, we'll do it in Facebook because that does work, but we will move our the Shine Project participants to the community, which it's great on mobile. You don't have to download an app, but you can. It's fantastic, and we will move it to that place where algorithms no longer affect who you hear and what you see, as soon as we are Kate's like, I want out of that algorithm circus. Yes, so we're going to do that. There's other amazing things that I'll be able to, like, if this grows like my heart tells me it's going to, then there's amazing things like having affiliate opportunities for different products that I have that I just haven't released yet, where you can share them and you can make money on that. There's all kinds of different amazing things. Like at that, if we get to a place where I can pay to bring in experts and coaching and like widen a team, like what if I could bring in somebody that would work on ads with you? You know what I mean? Like that would be incredible. And those are things that as we increase, we will increase what's available. All right. So, back on track. That's awesome. All right, so now if you want in, what do you do? There are 4 basic ways to be a part of this going forward. And the first one is just if you see this and you're like, I love you, I love what you're doing, I want to support you. I don't really need this though. Go to the link and you can just opt in for $5 a month. You can cancel it at any time. You can even just, I mean, that basically allows you to just give a $5 gift. Then after it posts through, you just end the membership, you know, so you can give and support that. The second one would be as a participant. Maybe you're like, okay, I want to be a part of this. I don't have a lot of extra leeway in my life right now to share and be part of like launching this and getting it out wide and fast, but I definitely want to do this. So then you would just go to that link and opt in at the level that you can. Content details on that with the exactly what's going to be a part of this program will be coming by, it probably will be tomorrow. For now it just says details coming soon. Content starts April 20th. So you just literally subscribe. You will be charged once when you subscribe, and then after that it'll be on the first of the month every month. And then if you're like, okay, I'm your girl, I'm your inner circle, not only am I in and I want to be a part of this, I'm going to go join, but I want to be a part of the launch team, the team that helps get this out. Like I believe in this and I want to help share it. Then you, let's see, what do? You, where did I put the code? Oh, you text the word project to 325-305-7477. And when you text the word project, it's going to let you tell me which option you want. If you want to help promote and share and be part of that launch team, then you can select that. And then the 4th level is, I felt like I was supposed to open it up, and there will be a few people that they're like the next level. They want to help with things like with the administration, and they want to actually be part of the project team that helps with things like graphics or social media or posting, like actually wants to be, I don't think it will be very many, but I think you'll know. You want to bring your talent for some kind of thing that's a piece of what I do in this, and you want to come in and support. So maybe it's that you're really great with funnels, and if there's a part of that, you want to be a part of it. It could be social media. It could be implementation, like helping take the pieces and make things happen. It might be communication. It might be, just a different piece. But you want to at least raise your hand and say, hey, this is my skill set. I'm really good with, maybe it's an email program. Maybe you're really good at writing things. Whatever it is, and you just want to say, hey, this is what I'm really good at. And if you need me, I will be a part of your team. I'm going to go join at the level that I can, and then I want to help you, if you need me, run the Shine project. And so that is the fourth like level. I felt like I was supposed to open it up, that like, these are people that like right now they would be giving, and eventually if this became very profitable, either now or later on, because I won't keep it like this forever. At some point this will end and I'll go back to a more traditional course and mentoring and thing, because like there will come a time, I mean I don't know this, but probably it could be a year from now, it could be 2, it could be 6 months, 10 months, I don't know, where this isn't needed like this. And at that, at the point where it becomes very profitable, those would be the people that like, they're like, no, I want to work for you. I want to be part of your team. I want to do this and build my business maybe, but like, I like would want to work for you. And so for now, like there is like, they're like, I just want to give to that vision though right now. So those are the pieces. Feel free to share. This is really the call and putting out the vision, not so much to fill the program. This is, I'm looking for primarily, I'm putting this out because I felt like this was the best way to call the launch team and the project team to me. Like the best way to be like, hey, are you like the inner circle, the one that's like, I am down and I'm going to help tell everybody I know about this because this is amazing and they need to know, or like, I think I'm supposed to help do this. Oh, look, low battery. I'm about to die. It's perfect timing. It's 41 minutes. And so this video will only be up for about 24 hours because I'll find my inner circle, like whatever size it is, within the next day, because we're going to launch this. And I mean, it goes like, we're going to start on the 20th. Putting out the content and doing that. And so a lot is going to happen really quickly. A lot is going to happen overnight. It's going to be pretty phenomenal. And if you want to be a part of that, that's how you do it. Can't wait to hear from you. And if you're still here and you're excited, throw me a bunch of hearts and fire in the comments. And if you have any questions, put them in there. This is where it officially ends, but I will stick around to answer any questions. Give me some fire, give me some hearts, and I'm going to go grab my charger really super fast so that it doesn't die in a second. It'll take me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. But throw it in your comments. Any questions? All right. Ooh, I see hearts on fire. Yay, yay, yay. Hearts on fire. Okay. I'm plugging this in so it does not die. All right. Now, all of the information and stuff is going to be on the Patreon tiers, clearly laid out visually. Really, yay! I hear you, Kate. You are like a representation of the ladies that I very much carry in my heart. All of the information is going to be visually laid out on the tiers, and it'll be identical in all of them because obviously I'm saying join where you're able to, join where you want to, where you feel called to, and you can always up it. You can do whatever you need with it while it's there. So if you're like, that is a lot of words, and I'm not like totally clear on like all the details, that is coming. So that's cool. And I don't see any questions. I see lots of, hey Joanne, Kimberly, Tracy, Kate, Stacy, Jacqueline, Tiffany, Lori, Tommy, Jessica. I see hearts and fire from y'all. Yay! I'm excited, but I don't see any questions, so maybe I covered it pretty well. I'll give it just another minute. I'm super excited. You know what? Like, it's almost a sign to me that I felt like it just flowed. I felt like myself. Oh, no worries, Joyanne. I'm going to end this in a second. You can go back to the beginning and run through it. And then, the best part about seeing something after the fact is that you can have one of those browser extensions that speeds it up. That's what I do when I watch videos. I have one that makes people go at 1.5 times. Yay! I see all the love. I still don't see any questions. So I think that we're good. And I'll end this. Yay! Awesome, you guys. I hope that I hear from all of you. And I hope this ends up being able to serve hundreds and hundreds of women right now. I think it's going to be amazing. Tracy, okay, there's not a ton on Patreon, but I'm gonna put the details in ASAP. Maybe I'll see if I can dump those in quick. Yes, Joanne, I was hoping I would hear that. Yes, y'all are my people. All right, I don't see questions. I'm gonna, instead of staying on here, I'm gonna hop off and see if I can get some details up on Patreon really quickly. All right, remember, if you see this and you're like, I'm in, I want to be a part of the launch team or part of the project team, text the word project to 325-305-7477 if you're in the United States. Facebook message me if you are not in the US. I will say it'll be a little more challenging to take part in this if you're not in the US, but it can be done for sure. All right, love you all, and we're gonna go at exactly 45 minutes. It's a lot. That went really well, didn't it? That went well. I feel good about it.